What do you think about dating older guys?
Depends how much older.
Are you against dating older guys? Let's say, for example, how old are you, by the way?
I'm 20.
20. Let's say you're dating a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
So that's fine?
Yeah, I've dated a 30-year-old.
Would you ever date guys that are older than you?
Yeah. Yes.
How much older? Like, when is the point where you would be like, okay, that's a little too old?
7 years.
What's the oldest you'd go?
I don't know. It depends. Age doesn't really make it matter. Like, it doesn't really matter to me per se. It's just more like that person.
Yeah.
So if they don't really feel old, like person I hung out with wasn't really. He didn't feel like a 30-year-old.
7 years. So how old are you?
24.
So like 31. You?
10 years, 35, I'm 25.
Have you ever dated older guys?
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Yeah, much better than dating anybody younger.
Why is that though?
Because they're more mature.
He was more just like a 20-year-old. He was a kid. Like, he was a big kid. So.
Big kid. Fair enough. So I'm assuming you were sleeping with this guy?
Oh, yeah.
How was that versus younger guys?
Very good. Very good.
Was it better because he was experienced, more experienced?
Yeah, 100%.
We are just joined here with...
Mia.
Nice to meet you. And today we're just asking a couple of questions. Have you ever dated an older guy?
No.
Would you ever?
Depends on how much older.
Would you ever date a guy that's older than you?
Yes.
Okay.
Depends.
Depends on what?
The age difference.
Okay, how old are you?
21.
21. So would you date a guy, let's say, 31? Okay, so how old are you now?
I'm 25. Just turned.
Just turned 25, so let's say 35.
Nah, I don't think so.
Too old?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I think we would be like different places in our life. Also women, they usually get older than men. If he fits me. So yeah.
Would you ever sleep with an older guy?
If I
A
was
one-night stand or something?
not the 31-year-old, I think.
41-year-old?
No.
Oh, no? No? Oh, okay. Yeah.
So if you want a long life together, I think.
So you don't think a relationship would be sustainable? So 25 and 35.
I think it can be possible, but yeah,
but not for you.
Just not.
Would you-
Maybe if it was the right guy, I don't know.
Would you have a one-night stand with an older guy?
No, I don't think so.
No. So that's just not your type.
No,
So how much older would you go? Say 30? What about a 30-year-old?
I don't think so.
Okay. What would be sort of the age limit for you? How many years?
I don't know. Depends. Yeah.
Do you think
Someone who feels like my age. Yeah, maybe.
so? Maybe 5-year age
Yeah.
gap. Would you date younger guys?
Yeah, I would that.
How much younger?
Maybe the same, like 5 years or something.
Would you ever date an older guy?
Yeah, have done. Would do again.
How much older?
9 years was probably the oldest. Would I again? Probably.
Would you ever date a guy that's older than you?
It depends on like how much older.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay, let's say 25.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay, 35?
No, I don't think so.
30?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Would you ever sleep with an older guy, and if so, how much older? What would be the point where you would say, okay, he's too old, and I wouldn't look at, like, you wouldn't look at him?
30.
Okay. Have you ever dated any older guys?
Yeah, a little bit older. But no, I don't know.
Do
not.
you think age matters?
I mean, like, it's 10 years between my mom and my dad, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But when you're young, I think it matters a little bit more.
What point would you say that he's too old? Say, for example, you're 21 and you met a 35-year-old. If you had a really good connection, would you be like, oh no, that's too old? How much older?
3 years.
Okay, fair enough. So your sort of cutoff point would be like 3-5 years?
Yeah.
Can I get your phone number?
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, then it's good.
Would you ever date an older guy?
Yeah.
Okay, and how much older?
Well, I'm 26 and I've dated a 42-year-old.
How was that experience versus a guy you've dated that's younger? Would you ever date an older guy?
Yeah, I would.
Have you ever dated an older guy?
Yes.
How much older was he?
4 years older than me.
Okay, and how was that relationship?
I kind of liked that he was older than me and more mature and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I liked it.
Alright, cool. I will get your... You got Australian phone number?
Yeah, we do.
You can just put that in.
Yep.
How long are you here for?
In Australia or in St Kilda?
Australia.
Younger guys like to please. They're less selfish.
Yeah. So is the sex better coming from a younger guy you date?
Yep, the younger, the more keen.
Is there much of a difference between dating a younger guy versus an older guy?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, is it sex battle? Like, what's the goal? Like,
You know, more you probably have more experience, so yeah, you can say so.
No, probably not. Not if it felt right and things worked, then no.
so there's no real cutoff age?
If it feels right and it works, then no.
And do you believe there's a cutoff point where you'd be like, okay, that's too old?
I used to, and then I realised Liam Neeson was 65. Liam Neeson's awesome. So I guess that's my cutoff point.
Would you ever date an older guy?
Yes. Yeah.
How much older?
I don't know.
Have you ever dated an old guy?
Yeah. Probably like 8 years older than me, he was, but
How old are you?
24.
Is there a difference between sleeping with a younger guy versus an older guy?
Yeah, there's a difference in how good it can be.
Yeah, so what's your experience? Is the one that's younger worse than the older guy? Okay. And you?
I don't know. Maybe I'd like 30 would be like pushing it, but I'm 24, so that's like 6 years.
Yeah. Do you feel like there's a difference between dating older guys versus younger guys? Would you ever date a guy that's older than you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
How much older?
I don't think it matters.
Okay. How old are you now?
I'm 23.
Have you ever dated an older guy?
I have. Yeah.
What is that difference?
I don't know, probably older guys are more on our level if we're a bit more mature than
Yeah.
guys our age.
Okay.
Not necessarily worse, just maybe the fella that was older definitely is just more experienced. It just feels, a little bit more like he knows what he's doing.
How much older was he by you? By how many years?
I think 11.
Is there a massive difference in bed, like between a younger guy versus an older guy?
I don't sleep with younger guys. I don't know.